Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, listen to me.
Well,
Sexy no rise, hotter than Marie Sharp. When they bump on me thing, well, after when the fun start. Me no come for play, me no come for skylark. Should I know me intention from the very hey, gal. Me like the way you perform, the way you grab on me cocky, turn me on. And on your whip, ready to get it on. She got the wind down to the yard far. So cock it up and put your head by your knee. Never worry about your man tonight, you that for me.
What's going on, y'all? Sakpatse. Just want to say happy Saturday, happy first day of summer to everybody around the world right now. Welcome to episode 22 of Soca Vibes in Sports. I'm your host Mello, and I'm here with my usuals. I would say my guy JP, Starboy, DG, fellas. What's going on? Have you guys, feel good in the month of June? Talk to me.
feeling all right. I'm feeling all right, man. I'm ready to get to the topics, for the day. To start, we had to put this at the top of the list. Mr. Tyler Perry himself. I can't wait till Charlemagne give him a donkey today, man. Because, hey, I'm gonna let Starboy take over this one because he know all the deets and information on this, and we got some screenshots for you guys. So take it away, Starboy.
Yeah, so basically what's going on is there's like Tyler Perry was sued for like $260 million like for an intimacy misconduct. If you don't know, if anybody hasn't know, Soca fans, Tyler Perry created a show called The Oval, right? And the show in The Oval, there's an actor in the name of the show by Derek Dixon, right? So there's pretty much a series of text messages that he done dropped against Tyler Perry and suing him. Now, if JP pull up the third picture, basically that boy Tyler Perry told him that he hasn't been touched in months. Right?
What? Hold on,
If
is
you
this
look at the text, right? If you look at the text, look, that's the first one. Okay, go to the third one, the last one, the one that you just showed.
okay? Let me see.
If you look, it says, "I haven't been touched in months." That's Tyler Perry,
Hold up.
Wow.
right? Listen, that boy said he haven't been touched in months. So
He
basically,
died.
exactly, bro. So pretty much, basically, what's going on with that situation is that of course, he's denying the situation, but then when the text messages came out between him and that actor, it's like, you know, because my thing is as like, when have we ever really seen Tyler Perry like with somebody? You get what I'm saying? Like a female. Like we never heard Tyler Perry really with a female or seen him out with a female.
We seen him act as a female.
Exactly. We seen that. We seen them in the Medea, but we never seen him like, out with a girl and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, you're guilty till proven innocent. So from right now, what we see, right? How you gonna tell a man you really have a fresh voice, bro? Like that don't make sense. Like if you look at the text messages, you at work, you telling him be professional at work. Like we don't know each other at work, basically. And then outside of work, it's a different picture. Look, see, he sent him a picture, tell him you don't see that stud in that picture, in that nice picture. I don't get that. Why would you say that as a man? Why would you call yourself a stud? Oh no.
Yeah, things ain't making sense. Things not making sense here. And you know, we're not in the business of exposing Soko fam, but at the same time, this is raising up the old bat signal. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? Like what's going on? So Jordan was nice enough to share with us a couple more pictures and screenshots. I read through some of this and I'm just trying to make sense of the conversation.
Yeah, I mean, so if you look at this text, right? Why would you talk about like if you let the cast know that we have a new friendship? What new friendship would you be talking about? Because if you hire somebody to do a job, then they're the actor. Why would you talk about if you tell the cast about our friendship? Like that doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like if how can you say like it's basically a contradiction? A contradiction. You just said it. You don't have any friends that work for me. Then you said you can't let the cast know about our new friendship. That doesn't make sense. So if you
Yeah,
don't have friends that work for you, then how is this a new friend?
my boy moving different out here. I ain't gonna lie to you. He moving
That's what I'm
different.
saying. So
It's
and then
another.
you look at this, he basically Tyler Perry mad. Like He trying to get right. That boy trying to get right.
Oh shoot!
That boy
So,
trying.
what are your thoughts on this, Melo?
In the words of New York, hey yo, whose man's is this?
Yeah, who's making the show?
I just felt like, God damn, Tyler Perry. I mean, we understand that there were, suspicions of you on the other side. I didn't think that you would come out like that now, player.
He technically didn't come out. This is him being exposed.
Right.
So let me ask you this: if he comes out and plays that 250, right? The 250 M's, right?
Right.
Is it one of those situations where it makes him look more guilty, or is this one of those situations where, it's just like, let me just go ahead and pay this off so I don't got to hear about it no more? Because Richard disappeared.
I think that it's like a mixture of both. I think if he were to pay it, I feel like it's still gonna make him look guilty. At the same time, too, especially with Tyler Perry's status, I guess it's just one of those situations too that he just trying to brush it under the rug. So I just think it's just a mixture of both. You feel me? Then next, I would understand if there was no type of evidence behind it, but the fact that there's screenshots behind it, there's no way of like I said denying it or like finessing it whatsoever.
Agreed. What's your thoughts on this, DG?
Man, I'm tired, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's like, bro, you a billionaire, bro.
Yeah, he is a billionaire.
A billionaire. You still going through problems like this, And I just checked the guy out. And, I don't judge anybody based off of what they like, but it's like sometimes these people get money and they just start acting weird. Like me, if I was rich, I'm acting normal. Maybe I'm saying that because I'm not in that situation, but me personally, I know like I'm gonna appreciate every second. I'm not gonna get in trouble. I'm not gonna play in people's face, but at the same time, you gotta make sure you watch who you get close to, because maybe that guy was trying to set him up the whole time. He a billionaire. He's like, okay, let me try to get close enough to him to the point where I could actually make a lawsuit in regards to the situation of this matter with these text messages.
Hold on. So what you saying, DZ, is that you think Tyler Perry is being set up? Like this is a setup job?
It could be, or it could be the truth. I don't want to defend him, but at the same time, because at the same time, this is Tyler Perry we talking about. Me, I know him more of being Madea than Tyler Perry. Me personally.
Right. So what does that tell you though? Like
that tells me he probably taking that persona on a little bit too much, and then now he's in the real world, seeking out young men. Something Madea will probably do if she was actually a real character. But I don't know, man. I don't want to say that he's going that way, but sometimes I'll be looking at Tyler Perry. I'm like, bro, I got a feeling, but I'm not gonna say it. I'm just leaving it alone.
I feel like he looks more uncomfortable when he has to put on a suit and a tie, rather than when he's Madea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that you could say it in that way as well. Because most of his movies that he make, you got to put Madea in there, and that's the role that he got to play. You can't really put nobody else in Madea's role. And he put himself. He made his movies in regards to him being that character specifically for every movie. So he wanted to play that role. That's something that he aspired to do. So maybe he's just playing that role a little bit too much. Females probably meeting him in person. They ask him, "Oh, can you show us your Madea voice?" And he just flip up a switch. He's saying it. So that's his talent.
You got personalities in a sense. That's what we.
That's the good thing about actors. Actors, they got multiple personalities that could tap into. So
okay. So I like that. It's two different points of views on that, but to what ends. So to transition, Pascal getting possessed. When I say Pascal getting possessed, we talking about the whole, they in the huddle, saying they trying to hype themselves up for a game where it's go home or go to another game 7. You know what I'm saying? And in this situation right here, it seemed like them boys came to play, man. But Pascal in particular, that boy brought the ancestors back. I don't know. He was fading away, looking like MJ. I ain't even gonna lie to you. He was looking like Dirk out there. He was looking like a whole lot of different people. Hold on. Let's talk about the poster. So this guy come out of nowhere, caught that bit back like this. Jalen Williams, wrong place, wrong time.
Mhm.
That right there was a tone change. Like it was like, okay. See, y'all thought this was sweet. Halliburton, the whole injured calf. I'm not buying that bullshit. And to transition even further, we're gonna get on Melo ass.
Mhm.
Now Melo don't want to watch Game 7. you hear?
I would like to speak for myself right now at this moment. So
Go ahead.
just a FYI, I will not be watching Game 7 tomorrow because I predicted that the Oklahoma City Thunder will end the series in 6. Unfortunately, they didn't end it in 6. All right. So the game is back in Oklahoma City tomorrow night. I have high blood pressure. I have anxiety. I don't want my emotions to be at an all-time high right now. Okay. Okay. Then after watching that Pascal ritual, whatever the fuck he did, I was like, oh nah, man. I'm like, this guy about to go like a whole different gear, on Thursday night. And Lord did he. One, he had that game-winning buzzer shot to end the third quarter. That poster on J Dubs, like he just played well, man. And I'm just like, fuck. I really want to know who. Did he talk to before the game? Because there's no way, bro, on live television, the spirit was talking to you. Like
that was Vegas. That was Vegas.
That was Vegas.
Yeah.
Hard rock, man.
Hard rock possessed him.
That's crazy.
But I still feel like the Thunders will close it out tomorrow night. Okay, but I'm just not watching the game. You feel me? But for sure, that's how optimistic I am about the Thunders.
Now, Melo, listen. This is how I feel. We're not gonna let you off the hook today because you came up in here wearing a damn Lakers jersey. Wasn't you just riding with New York 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago. Do y'all see what I'm talking about, Soko fam? Do y'all see what I'm talking about? He's showing his true colors. He's showing his ass right now for y'all.
It's just a jersey.
It's just a jersey. Let me tell you the excuse he tried to use, Soko fam. He gonna say that, it's because every city I go to, I like to, get a jersey from that city. I asked the man, he visited me in Houston 2 weeks ago. Was that 2 weeks? What, 3 weeks? 3 weeks ago. My man's went to an Astro game, did all the extras, did not pick up one jersey. It's such a beautiful arena, man. That's probably one of the nicest stadiums I've ever been to. My boy did not cop a jersey.
That's crazy.
This is what I'm talking about, Soko fam.
But some teams, they jerseys trash. Like I wouldn't purchase them. Some teams is like fire, no matter like.
We're talking about Melo though. Melo.
I'm saying
the same guy I saw standing next to me at the Dolphins game with orange on.
Melo colorblind.
There you go. Thank you, Gigi. I don't know my colors.
Oh man.
But transition.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead. What?
Oh no. I just want to say, what are your guys' take on the game for tomorrow night? You think that the Pacers going to win it on their home floor, or has it the Thunder's going to come out and go bananas on them?
At this point, man, I don't know what's really going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie to you. This is a wild card game. I wouldn't even they say scared money don't make no money. I'm gonna stay on the sideline on this one. And for those people that are betting, bet responsibly, because this one right here could be either way. You know what I'm saying? Because they win one game, then they win the next, and then it's very seesaw like. and I don't trust Vegas.
Listen, I'm still on Melo's head now. Come on now. I'm still because look, I told you, so go I called this man. Once I heard he wasn't watching game 7, I said, hold on, we're not doing that. Because you was just all OKC. Okay. On social media, he's came from OKC, so you gotta watch the game.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. And then he telling me Halliburton's still overrated. So I'm just saying, like,
I still stand on that, by the way. I still stand on that. I don't care if you drop 50 to him. I'm like, bro, this nigga's overrated. Like,
so that would transition you from being like not you'd be kind of like a hater at that point.
That's what I'm saying.
How about being a hater? It's just me.
Man, if he do it all and win a championship, bro, like, what can you say about it?
I mean, did he win the Eastern Conference Final MVP? I don't think so. It was
Boy.
The vote was 5-4. He acting like it was 5-1.
Man, you something else, man.
Who won it?
Did Jordan win every award?
Pascal Siakam.
Yeah, Siakam won it.
But it was like a 5-4 vote. 5 people voted for Siakam, 4 people voted for Halliburton.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. And yes, Jordan did win every final MVP that was given to him.
Well, I'm talking about just every award in general. The great, it's only so many. You got 2 hands. It's rewards to give out. I mean, like, you
That's
know.
what I'm just saying, who was making the buzzer beater shots?
Clarkson. They would not be in this situation right now.
It wasn't for Halliburton.
If it wasn't for Halliburton.
Okay.
I like Siakam. I like Siakam.
So let me ask you a question. Everybody was possessed, right, in that game, right? Yes. Right. But if Halliburton didn't play, you thought it was gonna win?
I mean,
that's a question. Now don't do that.
Wait. What's the question again? Just to be sure I heard
if
it.
Halliburton did not play, you thought they were gonna win that game. Game 6.
Oh, the Thunders? Absolutely.
No, I'm talking about, did you think the Pacers were gonna win the game? If
no, I did not. I was like,
that means he has superstar. That's what that means.
Okay, so to transition, R. Kelly overdosing. Y'all boys heard about that?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
They trying to make a statement saying, like, you know, he need to get out of jail. But I don't know, man. R. Kelly a different type of guy, man. You let him back on the street.
Man, I can't condone a guy who pisses on dimes. I can't condone that.
Can't do that, buddy.
Wow.
That's unacceptable right there, dog.
Yeah. Mind you, I used to go to school with one of the shorties that happened to. Okay. And you know, it's just like people find their way into different situations, but I just feel like this, bro. Nobody deserves that type of energy, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was just doing too much. He was doing too much. He was one of those. He was messed up in the head, but he was a genius, a musical genius. Because I ain't gonna lie, like if I hear an R. Kelly song come on right now, I can't say that I might not like you know. Yeah. It's just he got the voice of an angel. They say the devil had the voice of an angel. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know, so yeah, man. I just hope the best for him in whatever situation that he's in. You know what I'm saying? But as long as he's in it over there, you know what I'm saying? Like keep that man locked up, man.
You know, some people they get too bored of their situation. Like sex probably gets boring and they want to try something new. Like they want to get freaky, and that's why I think
that's him.
That's R. Kelly.
That's him right there. He got bored. He got bored. He was like, I've seen and done everything I
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try. Let me try to piece it on her, man.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure Diddy was doing the same thing. You know,
that's him too. These the freak monsters. When they got the money too long, they turn into freak monsters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then they start to lose sense of reality. When you smacking shorty and then dragging her back to the room, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like
that's a different type of person.
Yeah, let shorty leave, bro.
I mean, it could be role play, but sometimes it's like the female. Sometimes females they get bored with every time y'all link up, y'all do the same position. You know, they want to switch it up sometimes, and especially if you lit, you probably hitting holes like every week, every other day. It's gonna get to the point as to where you're getting so bored with each one you meet. The minimum is the standard in regards to what you got to do for them. You know,
it's funny you say that, bro, because I thought about something. You know how Drake makes a song damn near about every girl that hurt him? I feel like he does that on purpose. Like he intentionally tries to get hurt to then like make a song and keep the music, you know what I'm saying?
Keep it alive. Yeah. Make money off of it.
Because every song is always about somebody new. So, I know he doing his thing.
No, finish. No, I said finish up.
Yeah, that's all I had to say.
So question, I said you guys talk about like, how I say R. Kelly and Diddy being like freak monsters and shit. Do you think that it gets to a point, by them doing all them freaky stuff, they will go to the other side, if you get what I mean?
That's what I think too. I think, when they feel like they lost out on something, it's like, well, what is something I haven't tried?
Right.
That's another thing,
the
freak get to that point.
Yeah, the freak monster will do whatever they need to do to just get they got to get that thing off them. You know what I'm saying? So
that's crazy, bro. That's too crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
I wouldn't wish that shit
because if you look at it, like if you take R. Kelly and all these like R. Kelly, the Diddler, all these different people, they've been doing it like for a long time, but it's just been in silence. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been doing it in silence for a long time, and then they've been doing it for years, and then they come to light. So it's like, dang, like so if social media wasn't here, it still would have been going on.
Exactly.
Like a bunch of different things would have been going on. Like, and you got them, like you got to be having these girls trapped in basements and stuff like that, bro.
I'm hearing all type of random stuff. It's like playing telephone, but I don't know how far it goes. But they talking about like it's moments where they shipping kids in, and I'm like, what am I hearing right now, bro? Like
that's OD, kidding.
You're getting crazy.
Like, I'm just like, how, bro? Like.
I studied them people who got money. I studied their mannerisms, like what do all of them do that's similar, so I can make sure I don't do that when I get to their level. So
I gotta stay away, whatever that is.
Nah, bro. I'm just saying, bro. It's so many beautiful women around the world, bro. First and foremost, how you would even? I'm not like I don't judge nobody, but to make the transition to even go to the other side, you feel what I'm saying?
That's OD, right?
Yeah, that's to me, but to each their own. Like whatever you're gonna do. But then at the same time, like just getting right with a girl isn't enough. Like
some people don't got that control. It's never enough.
Exactly.
Some people don't feel it's never enough.
That's just one part of the spectrum when you're just thinking about just sex in general. There's a realm where people actually do that. You just gotta make sure you don't reach that realm, But sometimes you see where these famous people, they reach a higher status and they get bored of the realm that they're in, and they try to explore the new ones, even though they good where they at. So
yeah, I'm blaming the drugs too. The
drugs, the environment, everybody that's involved.
The party.
Let me say this: like, let's say you at a Diddy party, bro. You definitely Listen, let's say you at a Diddy party. You definitely going to a Diddy party and you're doing something you never did before at a Diddy party. That's a fact right there, because Diddy, I don't know what him and Young Miami did, but I'm not.
Yeah, that was a weird little tandem going on, right?
Right.
She swerved that. She gave that a juke move. Now she on the Carisha Please thing, But even she stepped away from that for a little bit.
I think she wanna. No disrespect to Carisha, I think she wanna be a HOE on her own. She see JT. Yeah, JT. She locked down with Uzi. She
like, bruh, she doing something strange over there too, man. Cause
JT,
yeah, bruh. come on, bro. Think about it like this. Yo, as a woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to think they don't feel comfortable with they wouldn't feel comfortable with the energy of their man walking out with the same handbag as them. You know what I'm saying? Like
Nah, bro.
that's the
Oh,
thing
no.
now, bro. Like I guess, but that's just a little different to me. Like so, I feel like they over there doing their own little freak off thing, but it's just between them two. I feel like with Diddy, he was welcoming in, you know what I'm saying,
Everybody.
everybody. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
oh no, bro, that bad, crazy, bro.
I
Bro,
think
like,
that
That's
I
what
think
she
that LeBron
liked.
James was part of it.
You know what?
I don't know.
Oh yeah,
LeBron James.
bro, man, they make that stuff go away, man. They
Yeah.
can make stuff go away. I feel like a lot of these athletes, you know what I'm saying, they holding in other things, you know what I'm saying. That as soon as you move to Hollywood or Atlanta or San Francisco, I feel like that's when you start to see changes in certain folks. If they start staying
I
there
knew,
too long.
I knew something was wrong with that man when he dated the same girl the same girl his son dated. I'm like, yeah, something wrong with that man.
Yeah, yeah.
You see, like little stuff like that. You know, that's like a red flag right there,
I'm
bro.
like, bro, what the fuck? I'm like, what? I knew something wrong then.
Like what? That's like your dad say, "Tap me in, bro."
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like what?
Come on, bro.
I can never imagine myself doing that. I just don't see how these guys are doing this, bro. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
we gonna we gonna transition on that. Commitment versus loyalty. So I'm curious to know, DG, like, what are your thoughts on this?
My thoughts, man. I feel like I'd rather have loyalty than commitment. Commitment, you know, I used to play football, so when I hear commitment, I'm thinking of like a kid. He commits to a school,
Mhm.
you know, but it's never 100%. You know, you could commit one day and you could decommit the other day,
Mhm.
telling somebody that you're not interested in staying with the program no more, you know. But I feel like with loyalty, I feel like it's gonna be there no matter what. You know, if you're gonna be disloyal, that's pretty much on you. But decommitment and commitment is kind of like just the title, but loyalty, I feel like it runs deeper than commitment. So I would rather have that loyalty, you know, through no matter what, you're gonna be loyal to me. You know, instead of commitment, you know, you got that title there, like, yeah, I'm locked in with you, but you could decommit at any time, you know. So
Right.
I would choose loyalty than commitment.
See, I feel like you hit that thing on the head because for me, I look at commitment like if you have a car payment, right? You're committed to that car payment. You're committed. It has a shelf life. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
feel like loyalty don't have a shelf life. It's more so one of those things that you already have a ride or die in whatever situation that might be. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have a dog, right, and your dog imprints on you and he loves you, right, your dog will always forever be yours, you know what I'm saying, and do whatever you need it to do, you know what I'm saying, whether it's comfort, whether it's like, providing stability in your life at a time, so, everybody I think can commit to something, but not everybody could be loyal to something. So I'll side with you on that one, DG.
And I triple side. So I'm joining you and DG on this one. For me, how I view commitment versus loyalty, it's more like actions speak louder than words, that type of thing. Like commitment, just a word, while like loyalty, it's your actions speaking for your actions speaking for itself.
Right. And I think many people strive to have both, but everything has like a pendulum. There's like a balance with everything. I'm saying they call it, I think, duality.
Mhm. Exactly.
So
And I
yeah,
pretty much go the same way, like pretty much the same thing. Because it's like, if you look at it, like if you being loyal, like you can't replace loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Like commitment, it can be long term, but loyalty is technically what's long term. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like if you have a dog or if something's loyal to you, it's loyal to you. You get what I'm saying? But something can be committed for a couple of months and then it changed. Like you can say you're committed to your job, but then what if what if they fire you,
Hello.
or you find a better job? You may be committed to it for only a couple of months. So I would side with loyalty, because you can't replace loyalty.
Big facts. So
And once a kid decommits, what happens? Another kid commits. You know, there's no loyalty there because you just decommitted and committed. But if you had committed and you told me that there's loyalty there as well, you know, that's me. That's you telling me like, okay, you gonna stick by me instead of you just saying like, yeah, I'm committed to you. Now you gonna show me your loyalty as well on top of that commitment.
no facts. And to add on to that, let me ask you this, since we talking on that type of time. If you have a kid that decommits, right, and you have another one that commits, with this day and age, right, it almost feels like they still got to pay that kid that bag, right? Since the NIL deal is in place, that's where they're having the problems at, because trying to pay a kid, you know, money and give it to him up front, and just for him to, like, you know, chill with y'all for a year and then go to a school that he actually be in, you know what I'm saying? That's where schools is losing their bread at right there, and I don't think they like that.
That's true.
So,
Trying to get that bag.
so everybody trying to get that bag right now. Shoot, if I could commit to two schools
At the same-
at the same time,
You know, but y'all know, like, I work with high schools, so I know about the commitment and decommitment and these offers. You know, these schools calling up kids, telling them, yeah, we got an offer for you, but it's just like a verbal one. It's not really official.
Right.
Then, you know, then a few days later, they could lose interest as soon as they hear another 4-star or 5-star told them that, yeah, y'all high on my list. Then boom, that's when that offer just turns back into interest. You know, back in the day, if somebody told you that they offering you, but now it's kind of like, you know, mixed feelings about it, you know, especially with the transfer portal, you know, recruits, you know, it's just a lot of people that's in the portal right now that could get picked up. So
okay.
Then
So,
also,
a lot of that.
go ahead, JP.
I was just asking how he felt about the talent.
what you mean by talent?
Like, is it worthy of these commits? You know what I'm saying? Is the talent worthy of the commit?
I mean, it's worthy, but you know, kids nowadays, like we talking about loyalty. If you really want to get in with a kid, be the first person to offer that kid. That's gonna take you a long way. Once a kid find out like you the first person to offer them, you automatically probably in their top 5. You know, so just showing like that loyalty off rip, it could get you longer than, okay, boom, I'm committed to you. So
Okay.
I want to ask y'all, how would y'all view the price of commitment versus loyalty?
Hold on. Throw that at me one more time.
How would y'all view the price of commitment versus loyalty? So meaning, how should I say?
Yeah,
What's the price difference? What's the price difference between the two?
I'll take a jab at that first. I feel like loyalty is free. I feel like commitment comes with money. So if you're doing anything that has commitment, it's going to come with some money. Just like they're talking about football, like the transfer portal, or just like the offers. If you show somebody, you're loyal to them, if they're a good person, or if they're even in school, they'll be loyal. Like, for example, if you're going for a kid and you're their first offer, you you show them everything, you treat their family well, you do everything for them, that will make the kid, and he's a top recruit, that will make them loyal to you. But then commitment, if you know somebody got 5-6 offer already, you got to throw that bag. You got to try to outbid the other person. So commitment always comes with some type of fee. It no matter what type of fee it is, it may be small, it may be large, but it's always some type of fee.
right there.
I like that. So I'd say loyalty doesn't have a wage on. I'll definitely say that. And commitment, you know what I'm saying? You can set a bar or a standard on how you want to commit to a certain situation. So that's where I'll leave that one at.
Respect.
Yeah, sir. So, what would you tell your teenage self? What's something you would tell your teenage self? We'll
Ooh.
start with.
Pretty much something that I would tell my teenage self is that, for first multiple things is that first and foremost, as a teenager, life does change. So you have to be comfortable with adapting into new situations. Um, you know, don't always take things out of anger. Instead of just hearing what somebody has to say to you, listen to the words that they're saying, not just hearing what they say. Because I felt like when I was younger, I would crash out when I would hear like certain things, saying whether it's at a job or different things. Listen, I had different situations as a kid, like working at, you know, stores, and when I'm young it's like, bro, you try me, okay, we on that type of time. But then it's like trying to learn, okay, now you're older, being professional. So and then it's the same thing, like when you're a teenager and you're especially in high school, and you don't have to follow what the status quo is. You get what I'm saying? Like if if that's not what you do, then don't do it. You get what I'm saying? Like some people, it's like, saying different strokes for different folks. You don't always got to do what everybody else telling you to do. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to keep the same friends that you had from high school.
Hello.
It's at the end of the day, it's like, you just got to be ready and see that, be open to change. Like things will change. Your mindset, you will change as a person. The views that you had in high school, it's not the same views that you will have as an adult. You know what I'm saying? You may thought, like, for example, if you may thought like when you were in high school, oh, I may never have did this job, but then you had to work that job because you needed bread. So that's what I pretty much would just say to my teenage self.
Okay, for me, I probably would say to just be consistent at one thing. You know what I'm saying? Try to harness all your skills into one thing. Put your eggs in 10 different baskets. That's what I'll probably tell my old self. Probably like, just be more goal driven, you know what I'm saying, rather than, just willing to just hang out. Um, yeah, that's why I leave it. Mellow?
For me, man, I would definitely say be yourself. Don't chase the crowd. Let the crowd come to you. I felt like for me, especially in my teenage years, I'm not saying I was trying to fit in per se, but it's like, just like you said, Jordan, the status quo. I was trying to follow the status quo. And I realized, that thing right there is just temporary. So I just learned when you yourself, bro, trust me, bro, the right people, the right thing is going to happen and will work out in your favor. I'll just say that. Then also too, bro, a lot of things going to change. How like you see things when you were 15 is going to be way different when you're 25 years of age. So in other words, don't be very close-minded to things. Be open-minded. You get what I mean? And learn to adapt in different environment.
Okay. I like it.
GG. Best for last, as they say.
I get it, man. What would you tell your teenage self? I'll tell myself, it's a privilege to be out there in the football field. And I didn't really like now. Looking back then, I should have appreciated my time on the field a little bit more. Put extra effort out there. Um, Back then when I was playing, I didn't imagine football being what it is now. There is a way, you don't even have to play in games to make money in football now. If you just somebody on a roster, you can make bread. Like, I wish I got to at least the level of I'm traveling with a D1 team at least, even like a preferred walk on, but I wasn't intentional with my football work. And on top of that, I started football late. So if I had to tell my teenage stuff, is like I should have started early. In your younger years, that's when you get to mold yourself. That's what officially stamps itself in your brain in regards to, man, this is what I'm good at. This is what I should lock in on. But sometimes we don't even realize that because we're so young and we're not even focused about what we're going to do in the future. We're just doing what we're doing now. So I wish I was more locked in on football to
DG,
see how far I could make it, bro.
it ain't too late now. It ain't too late.
It is, but it's not. But
Go ahead.
me, if I'm gonna make it to the league, they're gonna try to bring me on the team to try to at least play. But me, I don't mind riding the bench, waving at the crowd. I don't mind that. Oh, you see the girls over there? Yo, what's up? I'm on the team, yo. That's it.
But I say you try to walk on, bro.
Coach, I don't even gotta play coach. Just give me a jersey for my pad. That's it. I'm good, bro.
You play scout team? You play
scout
team? Yeah. You know what scout team is?
Yeah, you know what scout team is.
I could probably do scout team during practice, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, bro, let one of them dudes get demoted down the scout team, bro. They finna come take your head off.
What?
Bro, y'all boys gotta view as a job. It's a job.
Hey, you know how the WNBA had a thing where they started hiring men to like practice against the females.
Yeah.
Hey, the NFL should just do that. Hey, hire people to practice against
their top DBs or their top receivers.
Come practice, bro. Come on, get a job from practicing, bro.
I don't know, bro. Like, y'all seen the thing with Tusi?
Yeah.
Nice.
If Tusi can make it to the league, I can make it.
Hold on.
If he ends up in the league, I can make it.
Wait. Who's Tusi?
Yeah.
Put me on.
Whoa.
You know what Tusi is?
Nah, put me on.
You want to start a little more music, man.
He's an artist.
Oh.
You ever heard that song? I'm on the stage right now, singing your favorite song? That's him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like he's trying to make an attempt to go D1. I'm like, I'm gonna see if it happens. If it does, then I'm like, oh, there's a shot for like anybody like destroying a YouTuber that got a chance in professional football. You know,
the best to ever do it was Master P, man.
Yeah,
Master P showed y'all how it's done, man.
You see, all these people who did it before, it's possible, but I'll have to like get in tip-top shape, do that Ashton Hall regimen, wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, ice in my face. I gotta do all that right there, man. Recovery.
Yeah, because they gonna put a good little baton on you, man.
That's what I'm saying. Coach, I can't play this week.
Question though, not to get off topic. Talk about Ashton Hall. Do y'all call him a fraud after losing to Speed in a race?
Nah.
See, man, y'all be hitting me, man. I feel old now. I don't know what the hell is going on no more, man.
Wait, all right. Ashton Hall raced this guy named Speed.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay.
But I don't. When did this happen?
This was like.
What was this week? Like? Was this like?
This was like last week.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, I seen like on Instagram a little clip of Speed racing some guy, but I didn't know that.
Yeah, that big brother guy, that's Ashton Hall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, in Ashton Hall in his videos, you see him always running fast. So Speed decided to race him, beat him 4 times, 4-0.
But Speed is athletic though, so
yeah, I could burn him.
Stop.
Okay, Mello.
Okay, like I feel like with the race, I feel like he should have raced him in a longer race. I feel like he should have like, all right, let's run around the track. Like let's do a lap around the track because Speed can.
400?
Because look, Speed has he's athletic, but he doesn't have the right running form. So I feel like in an endurance test he would lose. Like if it was a longer race, he would end up losing. But
he was like Aldo.
Exactly, like because Ashton Hall is brolic, bro. That man is full of mostly muscle. Like for him,
he was close too. He was close.
Exactly, for him to keep up, that's impressive in himself. If he was to drop some muscle, he could beat Speed.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
I thought the same thing.
I don't know.
Yeah,
to transition. Dolphins Madden rankings. This was brought to us by ours truly, DG. Explain what happened to us, to the good people of Soko fam.
I'm about to crash out.
And no need to crash out. I don't want to tell you the Jets rating. You might crash out for real. But yeah, I'm guessing Madden thinks the Dolphins have a lot of talent on the team. Maybe the injury rating on Madden doesn't relate in regards to the overall ranking, because if the injury rating was included, then I don't think we would be ranked that high in the NFL in regards to talent. But we do have a lot of pieces. It's just the fact of when you think about the Dolphins' O-line, you don't think that this team is a top 4 team. But, you look at all the names on the team, in regards to edge guys, Tyreek Hill, but we losing Jalen Ramsey. So I don't think that rating going to withstand. I think it's going to go down like 2 notches, but we'll still be in the top 10 in regards to the NFL. This could be a sign that the Dolphins could be an actual good team this year, but I'm not taking Madden into consideration because you don't know what can happen with injuries, so on and so forth. Even when you play Madden, you could change the setting so nobody could get injured. Let's see what the Dolphins could do at that point. If that shows that the Dolphins could really make it far, then maybe something could happen if everything works out in our favor, no injuries, the coaches call the right plays, we could actually make a run. Like, we are actual threat. The Dolphins are not a team that you should sleep on, but I don't think it's a team that's going to be like a top tier AFC contending team, but based off Madden, they got respect for us. So I'll take that for right now. I'll take that.
So my perspective on this is like, Lord knows I love the Dolphins, right? But this doesn't make me feel good at all. And the reason it doesn't make me feel good is it don't matter who I pick in Madden. Nobody's really doing much with me. For one. 2, we might have to go on Twitch and stream that game between me and Jordan, because Jordan been talking a lot of spicy stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I might have to go ahead and mop them on up, and send them his way.
Come on, it's a first time for everything, Brody. Come on now.
Jordan Soko fam said he just got a system and he's gonna beat me in Madden.
Ooh.
So
What's the over and under the game, by the way?
shoot.
You talking about overall points, or are you talking about?
I'll leave that up to Vegas.
You leave that out to Vegas? All right.
I give it like 45.
45 points combined? Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all wanna put a little 10 piece on this?
Hell no. I'm not putting my money on y'all. No way.
Really?
DG say you trust nobody. What about you? You be on that Madden?
I'm waiting for the new Madden to come out.
Okay.
I might try to like get a new PC, a more high powered one. Get ready for a GTA 6 when that come out too. So
see, I'm gonna have to mop you up in that too, and then I'll be.
That's what I'm saying. You see how you talking, right?
Bro, I'm just telling you what's gonna happen.
How could you mop me up in GTA?
No, I'm talking about in Madden.
Oh, Madden. I'm gonna see, man. I'm gonna see. I'm one thing I'll tell y'all. I'm not using Dolphins because there's a new thing on Madden. If you're a team that play in the cold weather a lot, when it's snowing, you're gonna perform better. But if you're a team that play in the hot weather a lot, you're not gonna perform in the cold. So
shouldn't that be vice versa for the teams that play in cold to have to come down to the hot, or is that just a one-sided thing?
I don't know, because some teams, they in the South, but look, the Dolphins, all the other teams we play up north, New York, New England, Buffalo. So we play in the cold a lot. Maybe they'll give us like an advantage that way, but they know we can't perform in the cold. So I think like the weather is like a rating now for the quarterbacks based off how they play.
Okay.
I don't even know how they had you at 4th. That's crazy.
Right. Like,
to have them 4th is crazy.
Stay in your division. Stay where you at.
I'm just saying. I'm just being realistic.
My new Jets coming in, we should be top 3.
You're not better than the Patriots. You're not even better than the Bills. That's 2 teams right there.
Winning the division this year. I'm gonna repeat myself one more time.
Oh my god!
Winning the division, going to the playoff, and
we're going to the division.
Hold on, say that one more time.
One more time.
Hold on. Ready. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, we're winning the division, we're going to the playoff, and we're surely winning the Super Bowl this year.
Thank you, sir.
And we will revisit this come January. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Before January, the season will be over. I don't know what he's talking about.
Man.
Listen, man. I'm the only realistic one. All right. I know my team is not good. All right. I know we got a bunch of work to do. So does your team, and so does your team. So everybody's team got work to do.
Right.
I mean, 49ers, y'all was in the top 10. I'll give y'all that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying we got work to do. That's all I'm saying.
He said he's a realistic fan. He's
I'm
not.
the realistic one. Okay.
Okay.
I'm realistic too.
No, you're not realistic.
I'm realistic too.
You know, check this out, Soko fam. Starboy is a realistic fan, right?
Yeah, I
His
am.
team is way on the West Coast,
Yeah.
and he live in Florida.
Okay. What do I mean? What do I mean? So I can't be another team. That's crazy.
How that happened, bro?
I didn't know I had to choose a team in Florida. That's crazy.
You from the crib?
I mean, when Starboy said the legends that made him a fan, I respected him more. I was like, okay, he know the dogs that used to play for the 49ers. So
Okay.
I give him that.
Like, my thing is like, isn't that, listen, I was a Dolphins fan a long time ago, but a disappointment. I couldn't deal with a disappointment, bro. The disappointment was,
I'm disappointed.
what you mean,
Bro, y'all got Ryan Tannehill, y'all quarterback.
bro?
You're not
It was
disappointed
too much
enough?
disappointment, bro. Too much.
Look, right? You go and see Purdy play, right? And it's like, okay, y'all could get to the dance, but then y'all wet the bed once y'all get to the dance. So it's still,
At least we got to the dance. Hold on, we got the girl.
but
We got the girl.
for her to leave you at the dance for somebody else,
All right, but you guys didn't even get to the dance.
I'd rather not get to the dance than see my lady walk off with somebody else.
Okay, but look, we already. So my thing is at least we know what we got to do to get her back. You know what I'm saying? Or to get another one, right?
Okay, and
Not there yet.
every time y'all get her back, it's like y'all lose her. Did this happen? This y'all repeat offenders of this.
Mhm.
Y'all, baby, please don't go. Please don't go. And whew,
Come on now.
So right now, Starboy is just telling us he's committed to the 49ers. He's not loyal to them. That's what he's saying.
I know. Listen, I already know our team's not gonna be good this year. I already know that.
you said this year, but
They're
you're
not gonna be
banking on other years though. You're banking.
No, I'm saying like because they need a bunch of work, and the team needs a bunch of work.
Okay, so let me throw this at you. When the Dolphins needed a lot of work, how were you feeling then? Like, is it because we haven't
Talk to
won
him.
anything in a long time, or because we've been in those situations as well where we need a lot of people on our roster, we know we're gonna be bad.
I feel like with the Dolphins issue is that it's not even that you may need a lot of work. It's the drafting and it's the free agent signings. That's the thing, because it's like if you look at it, all right, Jalen Ramsey is getting ready to leave, right? Asante Samuel Jr. is still on the market. Like, why didn't you guys try to go? Like, he's 25. Like,
Injuries.
I get injuries, but sometimes you have to take a chance on somebody. Like, you have
So
to.
taking a chance got us.
What?
Taking a chance gets us Liam Eichenbergs and stuff like that. That's what
But I'm
takes
saying
with us.
it's not that many good DBs left on that's free agent wise.
Okay. So let me ask you this, Starboy. Okay, you knew the front office wasn't making the right moves, right? But what happens if the 49ers front office don't make the right moves?
But that has not been proven though.
Are we jumping ship though?
But that's not hasn't been proven though. And
But
with the 49ers, we proved with Brock Purdy or Jimmy G, we could make the Super Bowl. We proved that. We proved without elite quarterback play, we could make it to the Super Bowl. But with you guys, it's like your team is like you said, it's like we said a while ago, it's like a finesse team.
You heard that, you guys, DG? You heard that, you guys?
What I'm saying, okay, the Dolphins like a finesse. All right, if you know the people say like, all right, the Dolphins are a finesse team. When you guys play Buffalo, it's always like there's no physical. The Dolphins don't have physicality. Then you need to change your roster. If you always play bad in the cold, you need to change the roster. You need to do something to the roster.
The problem with the Dolphins, they overpay for guys that knows that their shit stink. That's the problem. I
agree with that.
Okay,
but just know that the Jets do the same thing.
We do. At least that we have more stability last year, huh?
Stability.
Whoa!
What are you talking about?
My quarterback played all 18 games last year. Did
My
your quarterback
friend.
make it to-
My
did your quarterback
friend.
make it to the season?
What way?
That
Huh?
boy was trash.
Wow.
Zach
That's-
Wilson was better than that boy.
Yeah.
You talking about the same team that had the quarterback on like the second or third play just tear his whole knee off?
Is he talking about the same team that got rid of the coach after they were still second in the division? And he said, oh, that's crazy, bro.
Are we talking about the same team who owner don't even care about the team? He just want to rock grills and diamond chain? That's the team he's talking about?
Aaron Rodgers. You remember that little video of him running out with the flag?
Yeah.
Somebody said that's when he partially tore his ACL. With the guy in the game, that's when he completely tore.
Oh my
That's crazy.
God.
I'm like,
Man, that's
man,
fucked
bro.
up, man. That's fucked up, guys.
That's the same team though. I think that's the same team, right?
I don't think so. It just sounds crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot of nonsense that go on over there too. So
Well,
you know,
we have the best quarterback in the league this year. That's all I have to say. Josh Allen will regress. That Buffalo team
In the
out
league?
picture.
all right, man. Look, it's time to go ahead and shut you down, man.
The best quarterback in the league?
No, wait. Yeah, I think Fields. We're about to see a different version of Fields that you guys have not seen in a very long time. We're about to get the Ohio State version of Justin Fields this season. Trust the process, guys. Trust it.
How you
No.
look?
Let me ask you: is this delusion, Mello, or is this like?
No, this is reality. This is facts.
But it hasn't been proven. So how
Mello,
can
can I get you to say that one more time again? Go ahead. You said something about.
This season, we're about to see a whole different version of Justin Fields. We're about to get the Ohio State version of Justin Fields.
Thank you, sir. Because at the end, you know, when the season's over, I'm gonna make a nice little collage of all the good marks that you say, and we're gonna use that as opening like statements to start the podcast, because I just want them to hear some of the things that, you know, be coming out your mouth. You know, knowing that y'all don't know Soko fam. Sometimes my boy be tapping the bottle. Sometimes I might tap the bottle. Sometimes I might, but hey, him more than not.
Yes.
I don't know what he's seeing. Y'all boys seen something that he's seeing? Because I don't see it.
I don't see it.
I
But then
mean,
again, I don't see it for myself either. It's just-
I can't knock him because Melo seems like a guy that is gonna look at the optimistic side of things. He's not gonna be pessimistic until it happens. Once it happens, he's like, oh, I can't say it's gonna be good no more. It already went bad. So
that's a half full thinker right there. My
I'm
boy.
just saying, if the film didn't show it, then I don't know what you can only go on what happened. This is the NFL, not college. What you did in college doesn't matter no more.
Melo, you be watching film sometimes?
Yeah.
Film or hype videos?
Depends.
Every team got a hype video, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, they got me with the Kool-Aid maybe 2 seasons. And one day I woke up, bro, I was like, the Dolphins are gonna win the Super Bowl. And you know, that was that 2023 year. Listen, I was riding a high.
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't come down from.
Uh-huh.
I
We
just
got
felt
70 on Denver.
yeah.
We're scoring 70 on Denver.
No bullshit. I said every touchdown we score, I'm gonna start doing push-ups, bruh. I got up quick. Well, I was like, all right. We was just running the score. I was feeling so good, man. I was thinking, I had this pain in my neck. It went away. It went away right when them boys started winning. I was like, wow. I was waking up, going to work, talking trash. You know, yeah. I come see my Dolphins, man.
I thought it was I was at that game. I was. I thought they was about to call people from the audience. Hey, you want to play? Everybody get to play. It was like 50 something. I'm like, damn, they gonna allow this in the NFL?
They could have let North Miami get in the game.
Hey, Northwestern, y'all trying to pull up, get some
Northwestern,
practice, some film.
It was getting crazy out there, man.
Bro,
When I
boys thought Super Bowl.
I thought Super Bowl. I was calling everybody. Hey,
Mhm.
what about them Dolphins?
Yeah.
They for real, huh?
I could have told you then.
I was calling Mike McDaniel a genius.
You was all over his jackstrap, huh?
Nah, it wasn't that far, but it was like I was definitely like, the man is a genius with that little motion. Once they caught on to that, the Bills caught that real quick. They was like,
easily.
it was like, yeah, the little motion that's just to get us out of position. You know what I'm saying? Expose if we in man or zone.
You just need a quarterback that's weatherproof.
That and we need to run the damn ball. We need to run.
No, you didn't change the quarterback. That's the issue.
Bro, I'm telling you, if you guys would have had like a caliber quarterback, bro, trust me, you guys would have been in the playoff, even at least win a playoff game since 2000. Just saying.
I wanted Tua from the jump, so I got to ride with Tua. That's my loyalty kicking in.
But when there was rumors about Lamar, you didn't want Lamar?
I wanted Lamar. I ain't gonna lie.
Imagine if they just put Lamar under center.
Lamar the crib. There's more loyalty for that.
Oh my God, bro.
We would have been had a playoff win.
If y'all put Lamar under center,
give him that 8. Give him that 8.
We almost ended up with Deshaun Watson.
He would have finessed all y'all bread. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. He would have finessed all that bread.
I feel like we dodged a bullet. I feel like
Brady.
I don't think you dodged a bullet. I don't know what happened, buddy. I don't know if the touching him was helping him play right. But once they stopped touching him,
he stopped
can't play right no more.
Now he married now.
What about Brady? Like, because you know how Brady was supposed to come. If Flores didn't fuck it up,
Flores. You know why Flores messed that up?
What?
Flores wanted to feel like, I am the coach that helped them, reach the highest heights. You know what I'm saying? Because Brady gonna come in with his system, his way of doing things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
His people.
Yeah. So the personnel didn't align with that one. But Flores should have just kept quiet. Been the first black coach to, come to an organization within that amount of time and win a championship. He would have had a statue in Miami.
Exactly. He should have run with that narrative.
But when it's like when you have like a pantheon like that, they giving the credit to the pantheon player. So even though you're, you're not getting credit because
check this out.
Do we look at Todd Bowles or any of those as a great coach? Like,
not really.
No.
But check this out though. In the city of Miami, right? You have Tom Brady as your quarterback, right? Yes, all the love and the admiration is going to go to Tom Brady, but at the same time, Flores, if he wins a second championship after that, now they're going to put him in that realm of, is this one of the greatest coaches of all time? They're going to put him somewhere between like all the old heads in Hall of Fame. He'll have a statue out here. They're going to name it Flores Boulevard. I was thinking like that, bro. When it was all playing out, I was like, we might get Brady. They talking yacht talk. They on the yacht. Everybody chopping it up.
Yeah, man. He would have brought Gronk with him. Probably Edelman.
He would have brought the whole gang with him.
Man. Antonio Brown probably would have been on the squad at the crib. Could you imagine what I would have turned up?
Bro, you gotta think about it. All like the big time quarterbacks wanted to go to Miami, but we always find a way to fuck it up. Either it doesn't happen or
Drew Brees.
Yeah,
the Drew Brees situation. Who else?
Deshaun Watson, Lamar. Even Lamar. He retweeted somebody saying, "Oh, come to the Dolphins." He liked the picture, bro. And I know, I'm from Palm Beach, so I know people who know Lamar. He was ready. He was ready to go to the Dolphins.
Ready to go to the crib, bro.
Yeah, bro.
But his mom negotiated his contract.
Yeah,
I know. I mean, it don't matter. You can't. Greatness is greatness. So
yeah, for sure.
So
you got to get in good with moms. But the Dolphins, they seem like they don't know nothing.
The Ravens wasn't even willing to give the man the money initially. The Dolphins could have
went
above and beyond.
They could have went above to get him. They could have gave him a fully guaranteed contract,
knowing that man's special.
Yeah. Like he like Lamar. I feel like he would have worked anywhere on any team.
Oh yeah.
They would have figured it out either way.
He's the third best quarterback in the NFL to me.
Mhm.
Third. He's
Who's
second.
the two? Who's the first two?
So we got Patrick Mahomes, we got Josh Allen, and we got him.
What?
Jesus Christ. Why y'all put that asshole in that conversation?
Why are you doing that, bro? That man
Because
is
I've seen Josh Allen work, bro.
Josh Allen number 3.
I don't like Josh Allen like that. But I've seen him work. I've seen him turn into a Cam Newton at times. I've seen him turn it into a baby Patrick Mahomes throwing on the run. I've seen him put the team on his back so many times. I've seen Lamar do that, but Josh Allen is just better.
No, he's not better, bro. He's not better.
Okay.
Because if we keep it the beam, that MVP was supposed to go to who?
Lamar. Bro,
That's what the NFL. The NFL writers gave who the award for MVP?
Josh Allen because
No, I'm not talking about the actual MVP award. There was an NFL writers award that they gave for the MVP, and who did they give that award to? Lamar Jackson.
Right.
Lamar Jackson was the MVP, but you gave it to a guy just because he don't have any players, so they made it to the playoff. No, bro, he's that was the MVP.
I ain't gonna lie. Last year, Lamar's stat that shit was OD. I'm like, damn.
Like, if you even looked at his stats last year,
Lamar, I've seen Josh Allen. We see him 2 times a year. We see one guy 1 time a year. But that I don't discredit any greatness. When it comes to skill, it's Lamar. When it comes to just will and putting the cape on you and putting the team over the hump, it's Josh Allen.
I mean, the dude's 6'6".
6'6", 250.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is people. This is why I feel like people anoint Josh Allen for no reason. When Cam Newton was doing that, nobody was giving him
Right.
Nobody was giving Cam Newton a praise like they was
Didn't win MVP.
He's just a white Cam. That's
But
all
let-
he is. With a better arm.
He could throw the ball.
With a better arm, that's it.
Let me add on to this. Like, who would y'all consider the most perfect quarterback? Like, anything that you need them to do, they could go out there and do it. Who's the most perfect quarterback?
Mahomes.
Just in general, regards to legs, arms, doing everything on the field, Mahomes.
Yes, I'm going.
Then second, okay, so Mahomes, I'm gonna give y'all that second.
I'm going Lamar Jackson.
I'll take Lamar as far as physical ability. Yes.
So in regards to everything, you saying Joe Burrow?
I'm saying Joe Burrow.
Even with the legs?
Oh, yeah. I've seen Joe Burrow in clutch moments, in some serious clutch moments. I'm just like, shit.
Listen, because I feel like Patrick Mahomes, I give y'all that number 1, but number 2 is you could put Lamar or Allen at number 2 for that.
Yes, it's interchangeable.
That's what I feel like.
But the reason why I had to pick one over the other is because one always makes it further than the other. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't discredit Lamar. I'll take Lamar any day over any quarterback. It's just in that situation to make it to that level, you know what I'm saying, he's always on the winning side. So
but you just said earlier on that you rather not get to the dance than get there. So because he made it further on, what does that do? He always lose to Patrick Mahomes.
No, he's always gonna find a way to do it himself.
Just because he went to an extra game, he still lost.
But he even played the guy. He played you to get to the extra game.
And what happened? Are we not forgetting the Mark Andrews drop? Are we not forgetting that?
That's not his fault.
Got that touchdown. That's game.
So
that's game.
That's not his fault.
That's not Lamar's fault either.
That's not Josh Allen's fault.
But that's not Lamar's fault. You can't say yes, Lamar played terrible in the first half.
In that situation right there, Lamar had the option to scramble and run it himself or throw that.
Yeah, like with that game, no matter how it went, whichever team won that one, you got my respect because of how that last game went.
It shouldn't have been that close.
The Ravens blew them boys out during the regular season.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, if the Buffalo Bills win this one, it's like, ain't no way. Like, I was thinking the Ravens were going to win. They came close, but they ended up losing. So Buffalo Bills, they had my respect regardless of what Josh Allen did out there. They came out performed. So it's like you already know what the Ravens are going to throw at you. And they showed like, they kind of even with the Ravens in regards to You know,
Check
if
this
last
out.
year one swept the other, different
They're
story.
not even. They're not even with the
Check
Ravens.
this out. Yeah, let me tell you why they even.
Yeah.
But the thing is, let's say when Josh Allen is on his drive, right? He's maximizing his possessions better than what Lamar is, due to the fact that he's gonna get over the hump every single time. It's not his fault that it's a two-sided game where the defense has to hold their own, and on the other end, the other defense has to hold their own. So they're both maximizing their full potential up until that last drive. So that means that one quarterback outduel the other. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Nah.
That's just what it came down to, and that's why
It's
I
just
would
that he.
about
It's
them.
just. It's just that he played better in the first. Like Lamar had a terrible first half. That's the only reason why the Ravens lost the game. He
Come
played
on,
terrible in the first
this
half.
is what you just said.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, everybody's saying Josh Allen, Josh Allen. Do you forget the man used to be a turnover machine? Did you not forget that? The man was throwing 10 plus interceptions for multiple years. Yeah, forget that he was a turnover machine. Now that his new offensive coordinator and got him to throw under 10 picks, everybody, Josh Allen, Josh Allen. No, he's the same person. He's just more of a game manager now. He's the same person. Like, there's nothing different about Josh Allen.
Game manager wins.
Ooh, okay, let me ask y'all, who got the better legs, Josh Allen or Lamar?
Lamar, not even
Lamar.
close.
Okay, who got the better arm, Josh Allen or Lamar?
Hey,
I'm
I'm not
trying to-
dick riding.
That's
Josh.
equal right there. That's
You
equal.
want Josh Allen?
Nah. Josh Allen, bro.
You
I'm
want
not
Josh
gonna lie
Allen?
to you.
No,
Josh
I'm
Allen.
Let me tell you, at the start of Lamar's career, it wasn't equal. It wasn't equal. But now, that boy got a cannon on him too.
Like
That's-
Lamar, he rising faster than Josh Allen is rising in regards to like getting to that level. Like Lamar, he coming close to where Josh Allen is as a passer, but I would still give it to Josh Allen.
Exactly.
You know, but which one would you take more into consideration? The fact that Lamar Jackson's a better runner, or the fact that Josh Allen is a better passer?
It's different stroke for different folk.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it comes down to.
But that's on Starboy, because Starboy, it seemed like he on Lamar's side in regards to him being better than Josh Allen.
I'm saying, yeah. I mean, when you think about, okay, when you take Lamar into consideration at the beginning of his career, you could not say like Lamar was like, you could only say Lamar was an athlete.
Yes.
But now that man's a true pocket passer. Like, he can show you that he can stay back there in the pocket and get it done. Whether that, so it, to me, it's like, okay, overall, I'm taking Lamar Jackson. But if you're saying, because if you look at their career and the trajectory of their careers, yes, Lamar has better stats than Josh Allen. But at the same time, I can't say that, okay, if you take both of them at the same time, when you look at they both enter the league, the one thing that we could say, Josh Allen was a better thrower of the football than Lamar. But now it's like, for example, like you said, Lamar's rising. So, and Josh Allen, when he, like, look, Josh Allen's not always an accurate thrower. Like, he's not always an accurate passer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sometimes he be overthrowing it. A lot of times he overthrow it.
The thing is, it's when you need him the most. That's when he somehow makes a miraculous play, or he throw a deep ball and somebody come down with it, Shakur or Knox. There's always something, man.
Okay, so let me ask you a question, right? And okay, so in the Chiefs game, when he threw the ball up, right? When he threw the ball up, and what's his name? I believe it was Knox that could have caught the ball, right?
Mhm.
But he dropped the ball.
Mhm.
People are blaming Knox for that. That's not Josh Allen's fault, right?
That's on both of them. They shouldn't have been in that position.
Okay, but I'm saying, if we're saying that's not Josh Allen's fault, correct? It's the
No,
same thing.
both of them.
How is that on Josh Allen? How's that? What do you mean?
Because you have to maximize every drive to its fullest
Mhm.
potential. If you are marching down the field, you get 4 tries at it. You know what I'm saying? So what you do in your 4 tries is what you do in your 4 tries. The other guy got the same 4 tries that you have, and the time is still on the clock. So that's both of their fault.
We can't act like the Chiefs. We can't act like the Chiefs defense wasn't legit that year. Like, we can't act like it wasn't legit.
You can have a good defense, but that's what they pay coordinators for. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna game plan against this is what we have to do. We're playing chess.
Mhm.
I come up with my game plan, you come up with your game plan, right?
Mhm.
But now don't we're not gonna pass the blame game around
Mhm.
once the play doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? Because you had the same 4 tries to maximize, you know what I'm saying, like the next guy did.
Mhm.
But
I don't know, man. I'm choosing Josh. You know, I was gonna ask y'all this, like based off rating, we're gonna use as a rating. So
Okay.
you gotta rate Lamar Jackson's throwing compared to Josh Allen's throwing as a rating. So Josh Allen, me personally, I think Josh Allen's like a 8.7 as a thrower. Lamar is probably at like a 8.2, a 8.
yeah,
You know,
on the grading scale like that, yeah.
so that's what y'all think, or is it like a bigger difference?
So this is where I would say, like, if I had to say Lamar was better than Josh Allen, I'll say it falls under the vision category. I feel like he has a lot more vision than Josh Allen. But what it is with Josh Allen is his brute force and strength. You know what I'm saying? He can shake off a tackle or two, and that's what helps his improvising. But when he's running and scrambling out the pocket, his vision is so crazy. I seen a play where he jumped in the pocket while it's collapsing, which forced the DNs to come inside, and he bounced back outside and then ran for an extra 5 to 10 yards. Mm-hmm. But that's why I say Lamar has the upside over Josh is the vision.
Well, they say that boy don't even be running full speed.
Who?
Yeah,
Lamar or is it Josh?
They said that boy don't even be running full speed.
Dang, so he just be jogging out there on them boys.
Josh is not a natural runner. Josh is not a natural runner.
No, I'm talking about Lamar. Like, to be shifty, Lamar can't always run top speed. Like, you think about a quarterback running 20 miles an hour, over 20 miles an hour, like.
Yeah, he's quick.
Lamar, he hit that as soon as he touched the ball. As soon as he start running, he already get at like the 18, 19, bro.
He getting loose. He getting loose out there. I never thought we'd see another Vic.
He better than Vic. He better than Vic.
He better than Vic. I ain't never thought we gonna see that. But you know, that's our topics for the day, man. You know, so we kind of went off on a tangent. We definitely gonna pick up on that for next week. You know, just kind of see. You know, we're gonna add some more quarterbacks and some questioning about the quarterbacks and who might be doing what. But then also we got a special guest coming on next week, y'all. And you know, stay tuned for that. So that concludes our show for today. I appreciate y'all boys for coming on. And so hopefully we can, run this back the following week, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Boys.
Yes, it did.
When bump on me thing, when the fun start, y'all. Me no come for play, me no come for skylark. Should I know my intention from the very. Hey, y'all.